Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway from Ford Field.
Takes it at the 7. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Vikings offense coming out for the first time, and in his 5th season leading this crew, coming off his 3rd career Pro Bowl nod, Kirk Cousins.
You want to talk about a driven player, partner. This guy is absolutely that person. He doesn't just have goals in this game. He wants to be remembered among the best to play the position, and he treats every game as an audition for that. It's a lofty goal to set for yourself, but we've seen his drive lead to some impressive games from him. Perhaps another one is in store today.
First play and a first pass for Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved. Able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guy's. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
A first carry now for Dalvin Cook. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
KJ Osborne, the one he was looking for.
And it's 3rd down. Throwing, Cousins. And this is going to be incomplete.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
So on 4th down, Ryan Wright on to punt for Minnesota.
Back deep, Khalif Raymond. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line.
Detroit gets set to go on offense, and it will be the 7th-year pro out of Cal, Jared Goff, leading the attack in his 2nd season as a Lion.
And there's a word that constantly gets thrown around with this guy when you talk to anyone in the building. Potential. They are sky high on what they believe he can grow into in the role of a starting quarterback. In addition, there are plenty around the league who think that as well. And years from now, he can still be leading this offense out.
Goff in this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10.
At their own 18. From the gun, here's Goff.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
So a pick 6 on the first play of the drive. And, Charles, we have our first points of the game, making it 6-0.
And while it's only 6 points in the first quarter, it certainly takes a lot of pressure off of them, doesn't it? They're in the lead. They have control. Now they just want to settle in and play their game and defend that advantage.
Greg Joseph on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Williams going to get it again on second down.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Goff. And connecting here with DJ Shark.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Out of the gun, Goff. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Throwing again on second down. Goff. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 30. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
First carry for DeAndre Swift.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Goff. And his throw here's incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down. Now Goff. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. And with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Here's Michael Badgley ready for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game. So he had a chance to get him on the board there, but unfortunately that big yellow metallic structure in the back of the end zone, it had other plans.
And that's when we're kickers watching it the whole way saying, oh no, don't hit it. Rats.
The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Again, it's Cook. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 7 yards there and a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Cousins gives way to Cook. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Cousins now from the 50. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Cousins to throw it. He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter as they go to work on a first and goal. They'll run run with Cook. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown.
Dalvin Cook.
A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Vikings have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Joseph connects on the extra point.
And it's now 14-0. That time a 6-play drive. And it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. From the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
And the tackle for loss goes to Eric Kendricks.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Goff now looks to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all. I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Goff. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Minnesota's offense takes over possession.
It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Cook up the gut. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
Get him going, baby. Let's go. Let's roll. Leave it on out here. Leave it on out here.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. They go play action. Cousins rolling to his right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield trying to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Cousins' throw complete to his receiver, Thielen. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
It's one play at a time, baby.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune. So
out now come the Lions. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see.
On first down, Goff. Left side, that's caught by Mitchell.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. From just shy of midfield, Goff. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Goff. His throw incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To the air again, Goff. And his throw's going to be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. Touchdown! DJ Chark. 31 yards.
And the Lions have got it back to within a score.
They haven't fully climbed the mountain, but they've started the ascent here with that score.
I like that, right? I think they've left base camp now, okay? So they've started to move their way up the mountain. Long way to go, but at least they know it's manageable.
Michael Badgley on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. So that drive spanned 5 plays.
And it's DJ Chark who finishes it off with a touchdown reception.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
Fielded right around the 8. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Dalvin Cook taking the field for the Vikings' next possession.
He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. On 1st and 10, Cousins.
Complete. Jefferson the target.
If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now Cousins.
Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. First down, here's Cousins. Lets it fly for Thielen. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively. You could almost see him going through the coaching points. Adjust, find the football, knock it away. Well executed.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Cousins again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
And here's Ryan Wright now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at about the 14. It'll be a 39-yard punt. Give him a good 10 yards on the return. And the Lions will take over. The Lions now taking over late in this first half. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Goff now looking to throw. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Josh Reynolds that time. And it's 2nd down.
Let's pray. Let's pray now. Let's go.
Now it's Goff. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. This time they stay on the ground. And a good tackle there right around the 30 stops him short of the first down. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Jack Fox now as he's on to punt for Detroit. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Here comes Rager. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcoming everyone to our downtown Orlando studios in this EA Sports Halftime Report. First, though, let's run through the next-gen stats for the Vikings in that first half. And even though they've got the lead, they're likely going over ways they can improve the running game, as they didn't find a whole lot of success in those first 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Lions, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football, and they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And the Lions getting set to go on offense to start the third. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half. One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Gotta credit them on that one, because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. And he'll get this into the hands of Swift once again. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
On 1st and 10, Goff. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Goff. They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them, because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Flash the stick skills on that run, but then stop shy of the 35. Tackled there by Alex Anzalone.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
From the 36, Cousins.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 21 yards.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Throwing is Cousins. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line, he provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
It's one play at a time, baby.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. Throwing, Cousins. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
Julian Okwara
Drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I could dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
Fourth down, field goal try coming, so Cousins is off, and on comes Greg Joseph from Minnesota.
Joseph's got it, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
Joseph now to kick this one away.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
And Detroit getting set to go now.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
On first down, it's Goff. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Jonathan Bullard able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Well, at least it wasn't a turnover like the last drive. You'd think they'd make an adjustment and be ready to make up for that turnover. Instead, just another big play for the defense on that snap.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Goff. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. And now out comes Minnesota. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense.
Yeah,
run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Not a lot of running room there. Not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
From the 27, Cousins. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, and it's 3rd down. Now Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves, that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
And here's Ryan Wright now
as he's on to punt for Minnesota. .39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field.
Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10.
At their own 26.
They'll start on the ground with Swift.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Goff. Over the middle, hauled in by Shark. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, it's Williams. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage. And that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
From the 50, it's Goff. That one complete. He finds Shark.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
Now Goff. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 30. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Let's go, baby. Let's have some fun. Let's go, man. Come on with it, man.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Goff. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Goff now to throw. And that is incomplete. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This from 42 yards out. And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. And they will not cut into that 10-point lead. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
Minnesota's offense takes over possession.
Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it second down.
Leave it all out here. Leave it all out, baby. Let's go.
Play fake. Cousins.
Complete. Jefferson the target.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 22 yards there, a first down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Big guys feet. Let's go. Let's ride. Let's be playing like this. Step up right now.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Cousins to throw it. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Cousins. Now they go screen. It's complete.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
I like the thinking there because right after a sack, it can be a great time to call for a screen to your running back and use the eagerness of the defense against them. Able to gain some positive yards out of this one and make things a little bit easier for them on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And here's Ryan Wright now,
as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. So Jared Goff in the offense. Down by 10. 2 minutes, 20 seconds to go. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it.
What's the deal, y'all? This is your game, baby.
Cousins just going to take this one down to a knee and end it. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.